All right, now we're going to go through the steps for using Construct3 if you're going to use Construct3. Now this is a little bit more complicated because it runs entirely online and you do need to create an account. But we're going to start at the same place at Sierra.com, and that's SCIRRA.com. Now the main page is going to be talking about Construct3. As you can see right here, it's got some information about the program and so on. But one of the things that you'll notice is that it says try now and buy now. Well, we're just going to use the free version. So let's go ahead and click the try now button. Now this is going to spin up a new tab and it's going to take you to the Construct3 page as opposed to the Sierra page. And you're going to see all kinds of information about Construct3, and it's going to talk about some of the games. And if you want, you can go ahead and edit those directly from this page. What we're going to do is we're going to click this big green button that says Launch Now. And that's going to now take us to Construct3 itself. And it's going to pop up a new browser tab, and it's going to take a few seconds to load. So now we're a guest using the Sierra or Construct3 software. And again, it runs entirely in the web browser. Now we're going to take it one step further and we're going to create an account. And the reason we're going to create an account is that just gives us some more options to save programs and then also be able to increase the amount of events that we have. So we're going to go all the way over here to the right and we're going to click guest and we're going to click register. Now on the register page, it's going to say, hey, if you already have a login, click here. So if you do have a login, go ahead and log in. But if you don't, what I need you to do right now is create a username and a password that you want to use, and then your email address. Now this email address can be your email address or your parents' email address. Just make sure that you've got access to that email address because it's going to email you a link to verify. So type in a username, and that can be anything that you want. It'll tell you if that username has already been taken, and then a good password and your email address. You also have to check all of these boxes here. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at them. The first one is the user agreement. So you're going to have to take a look at that if you want, or check it. Now it says I'm at least 16 years old or have parent or guardian's permission to use this website. So because you signed up for this club and I disclosed all that information to your parents, they're aware of that. And then the last two are just whether or not you want to keep updated or if you want to be subscribed to their official blog. And that's completely up to you. Once you're done, go ahead and click the create account button. And then it's going to go ahead and create that account. And it's going to email you a link that you need to click on in order to activate your account. So go ahead and do those two things and then pause the video. And then once those two things are done, go ahead and resume the video and we'll pick up for logging in for the very first time. Now that you've got your account created and it's been verified, you can go ahead and go back to the Construct3 page, and it may have left you here anyway, and you can go ahead and click that Launch Now button again. Now what's going to happen is this is going to bring up the editor, and you're still not going to be logged in just yet. We need to go back over here to the right where it says Guest. We're going to click, and this time we're going to say Login, and that's going to ask us for that username and the password. Now if you want, you can also check the Keep Me Logged In box. That way you won't have to log in each time, but only do that if that's your computer and you don't want anybody else, and others don't have access to your program. If you want to not remain logged in, just go ahead and leave that off. So click Logged In. Now, once you've logged in, it's going to have a spot. It's going to give your username right here, and it's also going to allow us to do a few things that we couldn't do otherwise. But now you're all logged into Construct3, and we're ready to get started. Again, to verify that you're logged in, just make sure your username shows up right here, and your icon might be a little bit different because that is customizable. Now that you've got Construct3 set up, we can go ahead and start building video games.